Good morning, this is Dylan Jovine with Behind the Markets. Happy Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, May 14th, and I am very excited to talk to you today. There's been a semiconductor stock, and people who are Takeover Targets members know this. There's been a semiconductor stock. It's a $3 stock that is something, the little company that could. I've loved this company for a couple of years, and it's a South Korean firm that makes power semiconductors, basically that make batteries and other semiconductors more efficient. You think Nvidia makes these chips and they power a bunch of things. How does Nvidia and how do other chip manufacturers make their chips better with power usage? How do they make it more efficient? There are companies that do this. And this South Korean semiconductor manufacturing company is one of the ways to do that. You know, what got my attention for this company a couple years back, basically, is they got a big takeover offer from a Chinese private equity firm called Wise Road Capital back in 2021, in March. And in June of that same year, they got another takeover offer from another firm. The problem is that both of these takeover offers were from foreign countries, and the United States government basically rejected these deals, both of these takeover offers, because they said that they had too many risks to national security. They said basically the chips that this little South Korean, the power chip semiconductors this little South Korean company makes are too important to U.S. national security. Now here's where it gets really interesting. So they blocked those two deals. It used to primarily sell to U.S. customers, but now over the last 2 years, it has shifted, is basically wound down the side of its business that sold to U.S. customers and pivoted and replaced them with Chinese customers. So the national security risk of a takeover is basically gone. And, you know, what you have here is a situation where you have a small company doing about expected to do $300 million, but $200 million this year in sales, about $60 million a quarter, $240 million. That has 30% margins, 25 to 30% gross margins, which is the most important thing. That's sitting on about $3 a share in cash, and the stock is selling for under $3.50, where insiders have been buying blocks every month, 20,000 share increments, where billionaire Howard Marks just recently bought 2.8 million shares, 3 million shares. I have been buying stock, and I'm so excited about this company because I've been talking to members of Takeover Targets. They've known about it, but the Korea Economic Daily, one of the Korean newspapers, really put out a news report that this company recently was looking for offers again or had been approached by potential buyers. So the fact that this company is comically cheap as a stock makes it one of maybe the best bargain in the semiconductor space. Again, we're talking about a company that does over $200 million a year, gross profit margins in the mid-20s, has about $3 a share in cash, has been buying back their own stock, and is only selling for $3.35, $4. So this is what we're going to be talking about tomorrow on our webinar at 1 o'clock. I'm very excited about it. I think it's going to be very exciting. This is one of the companies that I've been sitting here for a very long time, just thinking to myself, come on, company, do that turnaround, get your stuff in order, stop selling the products, replace your U.S. customers with Chinese customers really as quickly as you can. And this CEO who runs this company has spent the last 2 years doing just that. And those of you who know me best know that I love a CEO who lays out a plan and just methodically goes and executes that plan. So this company has about $3 a share in cash, selling basically for almost what it has in cash. That's why it's buying back stock. That's why insiders are buying it. That's why I bought it. That's why Howard Marks has been buying it, other very deep value investors. I think this stock is $10 to $15 at a takeover. We're going to be talking about it tomorrow in tomorrow's webinar. That's all I wanted to say. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow.